Hello and welcome back to the Wrexham Way. Hope you're all doing well and looking forward to today's episode as we have 3 games coming up for you. First of all, Morecambe in League 2, then Crewe Alexandra in the Papa John's Trophy, and then the third game against Derby County this season. This time, it's the FA Cup. We beat them in the Papa John's Trophy last time out, but lost to them in the League Cup earlier on this season. So this one will be interesting. And it's going to be made more interesting by a couple of injuries that we have in the team. But before that, let's go through what's happened since you guys were last here. And for the most part, it's been absolutely fantastic. In fact, all but one game, we've kept a clean sheet. So it's been really solid. A 3-1 win against Cambridge United in the league was followed up with a 0-0 draw against Stevenage. This was the first game that Danny Drinkwater played for. He's now signed a contract and is at the club and made a mark instantly by getting a 0-0 draw. So not the ideal result there. But since then, 2-0 against Mansfield, 3-0 against Bradford, 5-0 against Sutton United, and 2-0 against Oldham Athletic. Also, really nice to see all 3 of our strikers are getting decent goals at the moment too. So as you would probably expect, we are still top of the table as things stand. 9 points clear of Forest Green. It's just become a little bit easy this season. But that is to be expected when we are spending nearly £750,000 more than the second place team in terms of wages. Like, we are paying a lot in wages. We are the Man City right now, I suppose, of the lower leagues of football. If we get promoted, because of course it could all go wrong, but if we get promoted to League One, we will be a little bit further down, sort of mid-table there, so that could be interesting. But the point is, things are looking pretty good for us. Paul Mullen is the top scorer in the league, Harry Lennon is still the highest average-rated player, and James Jones currently second in the assists behind Cohen Bramall, who used to be of Lincoln City, is actually Lincoln City in real life, but in game has gone to Forest Green. Anyway, let's talk about injuries. We don't care too much about Ollie Clark or Callum McFadzean. They're not too bad, although a torn hamstring for Callum McFadzean is not ideal for him. He's out for another 2 months or so, basically. The ones we are concerned about is James Jones, out for 3 weeks or so, which isn't ideal. He's our best centre midfielder, so that's always going to be a little bit concerning when we miss him. But the main one is we've got 4 weeks out for our first choice keeper, Chris Johns. The man who's been keeping all these clean sheets this season. The man who's probably put us on top of the table and saved us quite a lot of points this season. He's injured for a month. And that's going to be interesting. Of course, we could put Rob Lainton in goal. He was a pretty solid keeper for us last season in the National League. However, he has declined a fair bit, 33 years old. I don't think he's quite what we need. I'd rather be giving youth a chance. And so Serene is going to be playing for us in this game. Currently non-league sort of level, but has potential to be League One. And I think if we want him to reach that potential, he needs to be playing games for us. And this is the perfect opportunity for him to get those games. It just is a little bit frustrating it's coming in some very important games for us. Maybe not his first league game, to be fair, but the 2 cup games that he wants to try and progress in, that could be tricky. Anyway, he starts in goal with a backline of Lennon Bulmer and Oliver Street, bringing him into the team today to give him some game time as well, because obviously he has also got, I think, League One, or is it Championship potential? League One potential, need him playing a few more games as well. Medford Smith and Hosanna are in the wing-back roles, though, with Needham and Danny Drinkwater in the middle today, at the expense, of course, of James Jones, who's injured. Carney starts in the attacking midfield with Alexander and Mullen leading the line. Mullen's on 21 goals this season now, Alexander on 13, and Shamanga also on 13 from the fewest games played out of all 3 of them. So maybe we should be starting him a little bit more. So I'll be honest, we don't really have a great memory of Sareen in goal, because he did let a few howlers in, but also did have some good games, kept 1 or 2 clean sheets last season when he did play some games. So I've got confidence in him right now as we are away from home playing in our green kit. Oliver Street grabs his first ever goal for the club from the corner. Medford Smith puts it in there and Oliver Street puts it in the back of the net. I believe James Jones has about 16 assists this season. Quite a lot of them have come from corners. So Medford Smith is going to be delivering corners into the middle in today's episode and hopefully going to get plenty of assists from them. And now doing some defensive duties, Oliver Street gets the ball out wide and gets the ball back in possession actually from Danny Drinkwater, who I still can't quite believe we've signed. I mean, what a coup that is. Danny Drinkwater at Wrexham in League 2 after being let go from Chelsea in the Premier League. It's a bit bizarre, but he's here now as Alexander finds Tristan Needham, who finds Danny Drinkwater, who scores his first goal for the club as well. Today's episode is a game full of firsts. You love to see it. Also the first Football League appearance for Sareen as well in goal, so Loads of them today. So I don't think we really could have had a better start to this game. In spite of all the injuries and setbacks, we're winning this game 2-0 comfortably inside of 20 minutes. And hopefully from this highlight, which is won in the air by Oliver Street, cleared only as far as Morecambe defenders though. In fact, Morecambe defenders the other night, I don't know how many of you guys have been watching Sing or listening in to Sing Your Dialects on Twitter, but the Morecambe back four were on that the other night doing some karaoke, which was quite good. So these guys have a pretty decent voice, but obviously not very good at defending right now because they have conceded 2 goals as it stands right now. As Hosanna into Alexander makes it 3. Easy. I mean, I'll be honest, right? The league has been very easy this season. It turns out we've got a very good team for this level. So it is looking like it's going to be 2 quick promotions for us, which I'm very happy about. But I did think we'd have more of a struggle this season. Next season will be a lot more interesting, I think. I think we'll actually need some matches. Although we did beat Shrewsbury and Derby last episode, who are in the playoffs right now for League One. So I don't know. We'll find out where we settle next season, but I think it's going to be a bit more challenging for us, particularly if we try and play a lot more of our youth players that have been out on loan this season in the National League and stuff like that. I think if we try and work those guys into the first team a little bit more, because they have potential to play at League One Championship level, so you may as well play them at that level. But as half-time approaches, I am very pleased to see that Cellerina's got a 7 rating right now, so obviously doing some good work in defence. And most of the team are looking pretty decent for their condition as well. What we might do is just make a couple of quick changes, just because I want to make sure we've got as fresh a team as possible for these cup games coming up. As Morecambe, you hate to see it, grab a consolation goal. Serene is not quite Chris Johns, so he's not, unfortunately, able to keep as many clean sheets. And I guess from a corner, it's always quite difficult to... I mean, to be fair, who's that on the far post there? I can't click on their name. Whoever that was should have blocked it. How that's gone in, I don't know. But with 30 minutes or so to go, I'll make some changes in a second. But Morecambe are coming forward, and that concerns me a little bit. Now that they've got a goal, they're going to have some confidence. And our keeper was quite... Well, I was about to criticise the positioning of the keeper, then thought, nah, I won't do that. And, well, really, I should have done, shouldn't I? 3-2. Let's make some changes. Harry Lennon on a yellow card and tired, so Aaron Hayden will come on for him on that left-hand side of the defence. Paul Mullen, interestingly, not playing particularly well today. We'll bring Shamanga on instead for him. They're the 2 changes that we'll make right now. But as the clock starts to tick down, I think those changes have helped us out a little bit. I think things are looking good for us. And if we can grab a goal here from a corner, we can't quite. Although we have a chance now with Tristan Needham. If we can grab a goal here, restore that 2-goal lead, I think things might be okay, you know, as Needham on the ball out to Medford Smith, who can swing this one onto the head of Shamanga maybe. He finds Shamanga, who finds Alexander, who finds the back of the net. The 2-goal lead is restored with 5 minutes to go. Okay, I'm confident now. And there we go, the clock's ticked down. A 4-2 victory over Morecambe away from home. Oliver Street, not quite man of the match. It's Medford. No, George Alexander, man of the match there. 8.3 with his 2 goals. I think a solid team performance, really. Okay, so the league section of today's episode done and dusted. Now we're down to some money-making business. The Papa John's Trophy up next is a competition that I think we could win. But Crewe are League One opposition, so that's going to be quite tricky. Also, January. We're entering the January transfer window as well right now. I don't think I plan on making any signings, but I have been doing some scouting of Lincoln City players because we're kind of at that level, and it looks like they're going to get relegated from League One, which is obviously not ideal. But if they do get relegated, there's a couple of youngsters there that I think could be decent, notably Sean Rowan, who's a left-back, not a left wing-back annoyingly, but a left-back who is League One capable, potentially Premier League standard. Now, how much would they want for him? Just as a little ballpark figure, we've only got £91,000 left, to be fair, so this might, it's 1.2 million. Okay, quite a lot of money there they want. Cancel that one. But if they get relegated, that's the sort of player I think we should be going for. Although if we got him, it would mean having to change formations because, of course, he plays left back, not left wing back. But I did think some players might be targeted this transfer window. For whatever reason, Paul Mullen, despite him being incredible, only valued at £40,000 to £100,000, and Preston have come in and said they'll give us up to £62,000. It's not really enough. I think we reject it. Paul will get cross about it, I'm sure, but we'll talk to him about it later on. Forest Green want to pay £20,000 for Aaron Hayden. Well, he's not going to go to a promotion rival, although his preferred destination is Forest Green, so I don't know, he might get cross too. But big up to Oliver Street, who's just gone and won the Sky Bet League 2 Young Player of the Month. You love to see it. Also dedicates the award to me. I mean, we're like that, aren't we? Oh, and James Fotheringham also gets Vanarama National Young Player of the Month with his 4 goals in 4 appearances for Kings Lynn. He's having a good season, is James Fotheringham. Not bad. Forest Green thinking they can buy Harry Lennon from us from £12,000. Get out of here. Although his contract is expiring in the season, isn't it? So we should probably offer him a new one. Can we go regular starter? He's happy with that. And he wants 1.9 grand a week on a 2-year deal. I mean, this is perfect, isn't it? Really cheap wage for us. What's he currently on? On 2 grand right now, wants a pay cut. I won't say no. Although given that I am getting rid of a few of these bonuses, it might go up. Nope. He just doesn't like money, apparently. So, whilst we're waiting for our next cup game, other fixtures in League 2 have taken place, including Forest Green, who have won 1-0. It might be behind me by the time I get around to editing. So, it's behind me. They won 1-0 against Tranmere. But no one else is really anywhere near us in the league table. Like, it's only Forest Green we have to mildly think about. It's Bryce Hosanna, who also has only 6 months left on his contract. We should probably try and get that one sorted out too as well, because he is very good. On 1.3 grand a week right now. Regular starter, happy with that. And wants to be on 1.5 over 2 years. Does want a release fee clause. I'm going to get rid of that, because I don't like that much. And all these wage rises too. So he'll want more wage, I'm sure, in a second. But we can deal with... Okay, we can't deal with that. Right. We'll come back in for him soon. But for the game against Crewe, I don't really feel the need to change all that much, if I'm honest with you. Langton's going to come on the bench with Kieran Wallace, who is suspended. That's the only change I really think we need to make. So as kickoff is upon us, immediately there is a defensive highlight for us as Crewe with a free kick. Nearly put that one in the back of the net, and it's a poor clearance from Needham there as well, to be fair. We are messing around at the back here early on in this game. Of course, it's a third round, this one, so we want to make sure we can get through. I think it's the quarterfinals after this, so obviously that's a pretty decent stage of the competition to be at. But after a very early scare there, it looks pretty balanced right now after 15 minutes or so with 2 shots apiece. Crewe obviously should be beating us. They are the team from the division above us. But of course, we are in great form, so you can never quite count us out. As that's a poor pass from Crewe. Alexander with a great interception. Can we get on a counter-attack as Paul Mullen finds himself through? Out wide, though. Can he find the cross to Alexander? Not quite. Not the ball we really needed. But Oliver Street with the ball at his feet brings it forwards. Can he do anything with it? Into Drinkwater, into Carney. Carney, Oliver Street, who's playing very advanced right now for a defensive wide centre-back. But, you know, I'm all for it, as finally Carney gets the ball and opens up the scoring for us. You love to see it. Genuinely, I think this competition this season is for the taking. I really think we can go on to win this, particularly when we are playing so well like this. Great ball from Alexander to just find the space for Carney. Brilliant goal. Up the Wrexham. That's what I say. Up the Wrexham as Danny Drinkwater has just taken a knock, apparently. Maybe then we bring Carney back into the midfield. Drinkwater will come off for Brandon cover. To be fair, we are dominating the game. I said Crewe had 2 shots earlier. They now have 2 shots themselves, but... So to be fair, we are dominating this game. 6 shots to 2 shots. It's looking pretty good for us. We are approaching half-time, looking quite strong too. As I say that, of course, there's a highlight for Crewe in their favour, but Oliver Street can easily collect that one at the back, bring it down out to Bryce Hosanna, who puts the ball over the top to Mullen, who gets it. Out wide once again. Will this cross be better? It at least finds one of our players as it goes back to him. In towards Alexander, cleared only as far as Needham, who I thought was going to shoot. Still might shoot. Decides not to shoot as it goes back to Harry Lennon instead. Out to Medford Smith with a great cross into Mullen. Wow. That was a beautiful ball into the middle. No offside either. 2-0. And I'll be honest, I think Crewe, they're probably playing a decent team for this game. I don't know how seriously clubs take the Papa John's Trophy in game. I feel like we beat Derby in it because they weren't playing a strong team. But Crewe aren't Derby. Like, Crewe, I would imagine, would want to win this competition. I mean, Derby would have wanted to win it too, I suppose, but Crewe maybe more so? I don't know. I don't know if we're being lulled into a false sense of security for if we get promoted, we'll be great in League One next season, given that we have beaten Shrewsbury, Derby, and now Crewe. I want to test ourselves against a Championship team. Maybe even like a Premier League team in the FA Cup at some point, if we can get past Derby, who I presume will play a stronger team than they did last time out. That's my thinking, at least. If I can actually click the tactics button as well, I think Bryce Hosanna will come off for Connor Bradley, and then we'll also once again bring Shamanga on up front. With 8 minutes to go in this game, there's still plenty of time for Crewe to get a goal or two, but a good challenge there from Needham. Gets the ball up to Shamanga instead on the halfway line as he drives forwards, plays it out wide to Bradley, who gets in a position to put a cross into the middle, right across the goal line. Mullin gets it past the keeper, but I think a player blocks it on the line there. That's really unfortunate for him, because it was a great little move to actually get it past the keeper. But again, it's a game we have absolutely dominated. 21 shots to 3 shots in that game. Okay, and we've very quickly been drawn against Leeds in the quarter-final of the Papa John's Trophy. I can't call it the Papa John's Trophy, EFL Trophy. That might be the easiest way to say it, right? The EFL Trophy instead. I will rest everyone too. Also, clean sheet for Sareen there as well, which is really good for him. Training, rest, 1 day. How bad's Drinkwater's injury? A week or so. Okay, that's not too bad. I mean, he'll miss the Derby game, which is a little bit annoying because, of course, that is a big game for us. Preston back in for Mullin, rising up to £100,000 or so. I'm going to keep saying no, but he didn't actually come and have a word with me, did he? So I guess we keep saying no. But for the 3rd game in a row, I'm not really feeling the urge to change players. Like, we've got a winning formula right now, even with the injuries. I don't want to upset it. Also, Harry Lennon now signs his new contract, which is superb. Oh, of course, we've only done it in January, though, so technically it's only until next... It's like an 18-month deal as opposed to a 2-year deal, which is actually a little bit annoying. I thought it was like a 36-month deal. Oh well, at least it's 1 more season, that's absolutely fine. And yeah, I don't really feel we need to change much. Obviously, Drinkwater will come off. How bad's the injury to James Jones? He's still out. So I guess Kieran Wallace will come in. That's the most realistic option there we have, to be fair. But everyone else stays the same. Right, kick-off upon us for the 3rd time today. It's another away game for us. Every game's been away for us today. This one is quite good, though, because, of course, you get a 50-50 split with the FA Cup tickets, don't you? So, hopefully, there'll be a good, 20,000 people here for this Derby County game. As they've won a penalty somehow. What? Oliver Street yellow card for what? What did he do? Nothing. All right. Sareen, come on, make a good penalty save here, please, lad. I'm expecting big things. Oh, he went the right way. It wasn't too far off. But very early on in this game, Derby take the lead. Also, what I am noticing is that there are more players numbered 1 to 11 in the starting lineup for this game than there were in the game in the Papa John's Trophy. So that does suggest they were playing a pretty crap team in that game. That's why we battered them 3-0. I still think we can do a job here today. We just hit the crossbar from the corner. Medford Smith now puts the ball in towards Paul Mullin. Oh, puts it just wide. So we are definitely creating chances for ourselves today. We're doing a good job of it as well. And we are having more shots too as things stand, and loads more possession as well. So I think it's going to be a matter of time before we get a goal back in this game. But saying that, half an hour on the clock, Derby County put a ball in to the middle, cleared by Carney, who's obviously in a very defensive position right there to stop that one going in there. Derby retain possession though, play it out wide, cross into the middle, cleared by Hosanna, but no one's there because it's basically Hosanna's position that he cleared it into. Williams into the middle, good save. Good safe hands there from Sareen. Right, what is he going to do from this one? Because the highlight is continuing right now. He's really surveying his options, isn't he? He plays up to absolutely no one in the end. So it took all of his time to do that and then did nothing with it. You hate to see it. Derby then coming forward with it. Get the ball out wide to Williams into the penalty scorer from earlier on. Danilo on the ball. Back to Lalic, which I think is not how you say it. And now it's 2. Okay, that's frustrating. That is frustrating, to be fair. And clearly looking at the average ratings, the two youngsters of Serena Oliver Street are being blamed for the loss right now. I mean, yeah, they kind of are. But we know that we can beat League One teams. We know that we can get a result against them. So let's go and do it. It might require a few changes though, particularly if they score a third here. Oh, that was bad. Oh, that was bad. I can't defend that one. I mean, I feel like this goes straight through Sarin's hands. Oh, he's not really done anything there to stop it going in the back of the net, has he? Okay, well, a bit of a mountain to climb, but we were 3-0 up against Derby County in the League Cup, and then they won 4-3. Surely we can do the same right now. As I thought we were going to score from that. That's so frustrating that we haven't. Oh no, it's going to be a fourth for them. It's going to be a fourth for them. It's a fourth for them. Okay, well, I don't want to watch it again if I'm honest with you. To be fair, this is a bit of a wake-up call. You know, we're cruising through the league right now, having a great time. Potentially, if we get promoted, this could be the sort of drubbing that we're going to be on the other end of quite a bit next season. Like, this is probably a full-strength Derby County team, right? So, okay. It's nice to know that we aren't the greatest team in the world yet, because that's how it feels a little bit, given that we were great in the National League and great in League 2 right now. It's nice to know that actually there is still a big challenge ahead of us, particularly when we get promoted, if this is the sort of team that we're going to come up against. Because we have been humbled here today. And it could be even further still as Derby County are on the ball, playing it out from the back, and they look to bring it forward. Byers out wide to Byrne as he brings it down the wing. No one really marking him, to be fair. He can find Fletcher easily. Well, game over, innit? I'll make some token substitutions, like Mullen off for Shamanga. Let's bring Connor Bradley on for Bryce Hosanna. Let's bring, I don't know, Ben Tozer on for Kofi Balmer, who's had a real stinker today. But are we about to get back on track with a Tristan Needham free kick goal? No. So, maybe a game that we can try and forget this one, I'm afraid. I don't know. Derby have beaten us 2-1 this season in all competitions, I suppose. So, congrats to the Rams. But 15,000 people came to this game. We should get a nice payout for the tickets at least. It's the first game we will have got tickets from this season, and gate receipts are £213,000. So that's quite nice, to be fair. Brings the balance up to £2.4 million. It's slowly going down, although projection-wise still says, oh, it's changed. Was it not last episode where it said we're going to be on like 4 million by the end of the season? They've changed the tune a little bit. Before like that happens, actually it's probably a bad idea, isn't it, if I ask for increased youth level. Is that bad? Also, whilst I'm asking for stuff, why not ask for an affiliate club? Please, that would be lovely if we could do that. Although they're saying no, it's not the right time. Come on, lads. It is the right time. They're just not... Okay, well, that's not worked. Oh, I think I may have asked for the wrong affiliate, because senior affiliate is still there. That makes more sense. Can we have a senior affiliate, please? They still say no. This new board just, like, rejects everything. So I'm fully expecting the youth level thing to be completely... Oh, they've accepted that one. Great. Right. They like to spend money, but they don't like to bring money in by getting a senior affiliate. I feel like I've made a mistake here as well, if I'm honest with you, because this is going to bring us down to £500,000. Thing is, though, it should improve our youth intake, which we had the preview for in between episodes. It's supposedly 5 stars, but the best player's like a C. Make of that what you will. Anyway, next episode will come by pretty quickly, I think. We'll do Leeds United, obviously, in the EFL Trophy quarter-final, but... let's have the other Battle of Wales leg. We lost to them earlier on in the season, Newport County, all the way up here. Lost 1-0. Away, oh, that was at home, to be fair. Away from home, hopefully we batter them. So thank you very much for watching today's episode. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. And if you have done, make sure you do drop a like on the video for me. Subscribe to the channel if you're new around here, and leave a comment down below for the YouTube algorithm. Until then, have a good one. Goodbye.